Have you ever read an Instant Pot recipe and felt like you were reading something in a different language? Yeah, me too. Well, I'm here to let you in on all of the secrets with that crazy lingo mumbo jumbo we use when talking about the Instant Pot. What is up, you guys? It is Karli here, and you are officially cooking with Karli. Today, we're talking Instant Pot lingo. All of the crazy acronyms and words that we use when talking about the Instant Pot that you need to know so you can be successful in following recipes. Right out of the gate, let's talk about HP and LP. HP stands for high pressure and LP stands for low pressure. Most things you'll be making will use high pressure. I think I've only used low pressure maybe once when testing a couple of recipes. But you can see on the front of your Instant Pot either high pressure or low pressure, and you can toggle between both of those when setting your Instant Pot to cook. One of the most important acronyms to know is QR and NPR. QR stands for quick release and NPR stands for natural pressure release. For a quick release, you are going to turn the knob and force all of that air out quickly. With a natural pressure release, you are going to do nothing to your pot, just let it sit and naturally come back to pressure on its own. Some recipes will call for a natural pressure release for a certain amount of time, say like 5 minutes. So you will let it sit for 5 minutes, and then once the 5 minutes is up, that's your go ahead to turn that knob and manually release that pressure. Some recipes call for a trivet. Some recipes call for a trivet. That's this crazy metal thing that came with your Instant Pot. It sits inside of the Instant Pot with water underneath, and so your food does not get into the water. It can be held above the bottom of the pot. And make sure that this trivet goes into the liner. You always need to use the liner. And what is the liner, do you ask? This is your inner pot or liner that goes inside of your outer pot that you cook in. Make sure you always have this inside of your outer pot before you start cooking or putting food in. Next, let's talk about the sealing ring. This is the clear silicone ring. Sometimes people will call it a gasket that goes into your lid. And this is what will seal the bottom portion of your Instant Pot to the lid. So this is imperative and must be used when cooking with your Instant Pot, or else it will never come to pressure and you'll get the burn notice. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of sealing rings here. This is the one that came with my Instant Pot. You can purchase colored ones or you can purchase, clear ones again. I like the colored ones because then I know what's for spicy and what's for dessert, so I don't transfer flavors. One thing that is very important if you're working with the Instant Pot brand of electric pressure cooker, only purchase genuine Instant Pot sealing rings from either their website or Amazon. Don't use knockoff third-party ones or it will void your warranty. To put your sealing ring back in, all you need to do is run your finger along the edges and it will just pop right back in to place. Just like that. This right here is your sealing knob or vent. Sometimes it's called a valve. It's wiggly and loose. That's how it's supposed to be. When you're cooking, you'll point it to sealing. It's kind of hard to see, but it is printed on your lid right here, sealing. And then it says venting over on this side. Some people will actually use a silver permanent marker and color over those so it's easier to see, so you know which way it should be pointing. And then this little silver marker right here is called the pin. When you're pressure cooking and it has come to pressure, your pin will pop up, and when the pressure has been fully released, your pin will pop down. Some recipes are cooked what we call PIP or pot in pot. That means you're going to put your food in a separate dish, something like these, place it on the trivet inside of your Instant Pot, and then cook it pot inside of pot. So for example, a really popular thing to make with these are egg bites. So you'll put your egg mixture inside of your little molds here, remove your lid, pour your water into the Instant Pot, place your trivet so that the silicone doesn't go all the way down and touch the bottom, and then place your mold in and then seal and then cook. Another really popular recipe that uses the pot and pot method is cheesecake. And so you'll need a 7-inch cheesecake pan to be able to fit inside of your Instant Pot to be able to cook your cheesecake in. This is my favorite pot and pot pan, and it's actually just a 6-inch cake pan that I got from Walmart, but I like to cook rice in here while I cook chicken underneath. So chicken and gravy underneath, and then I'll put the trivet on top of the chicken with my rice and water, place the rice and water in, and then cook everything at the same time. Now let's talk about the word deglaze. This is something that's very, very important when you're cooking with your Instant Pot. Some recipes will call for you to sear your large cuts of meat or, sear both sides of your chicken breast before cooking them. And when you sear in the Instant Pot using the saute button, it's very common for, little bits of stuck on food to stay stuck onto the bottom of the pan. So to deglaze the pan is when you pour chicken broth, beef broth, water, some type of thin liquid into the Instant Pot, and then you scrape the bottom of the pot until there is nothing else stuck on there. If you skip this step, your Instant Pot will actually give you a burn notice and it will just shut off and stop working altogether. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions that I haven't covered yet in regards to your Instant Pot in general or specific terminology. And while you're at it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Instant Pot videos that will be helpful for you, and hit the notification bell. Lastly, let's talk about the buttons here on our Instant Pot. There are a lot of different buttons and presets on our display here. We have the rice button, multigrain, porridge, steam, soup, meat and stew, bean chili, and poultry buttons on this main pad here. And all of these actually are the same setting. The only thing that's different is that they have a predetermined cook time. The only exception to that is this steam button. The steam button is a little bit different, and I'll tell you why in just a second. With all of the rest of these buttons, you can actually push your manual button, or you may have a pressure cook button on yours, and adjust the time, and everything will cook the exact same. Down on this half of the display, we have our yogurt button, our adjust button, timer button, pressure button, manual, slow cook, and saute button. The yogurt button will help you make yogurt and actually also proof bread. And I have a wonderful video talking about how you can proof your bread dough quickly using the yogurt button that you should definitely check out. The adjust button will help you adjust the pressure and your saute temperature. The saute button basically turns your Instant Pot into a frying pan of some sort. You can brown ground beef, you can sear sides of large meats. You can hit this button and then adjust for a higher temperature. Some models you will actually just continue to press the saute button, and that is how you'll adjust the temperature. The slow cook button will turn your Instant Pot into a slow cooker. I personally don't recommend using your Instant Pot as a slow cooker. However, for a variety of reasons, which I will cover in a future video, I would keep your original slow cooker for that. This manual button is how I just generally pressure cook everything. The timer is used to delay start your Instant Pot, and the keep warm or cancel button is used quite a bit actually. So if you are sauteing something and then you want to pressure cook, you've got to hit this cancel button first. And you can also press this button to keep your food warm for as long as you need. Let's talk about that steam button and why it's different from every other button on your Instant Pot. When you're cooking with pressure cook or manual or any of these other presets, what's happening inside of your Instant Pot is that the heating element turns on and off to keep you at a consistent pressure on the inside of your pot. With the steam button, that heating element stays on the entire time. It's important to note that each Instant Pot model is a little bit different. So this is a 6-quart duo that was manufactured back in 2017. If yours is an Instant Pot Duo 6-quart that is brand new, your buttons might look a little different than mine. Some have a different name, like your manual button will actually be called pressure cook, but they do the exact same thing. I hope this video has helped you understand your Instant Pot and this crazy lingo and acronyms that everybody tends to use. Keep on cooking, use your Instant Pot, and be happy and enjoy life.